Listen to me. There are habits that are building your future, and there are habits that are destroying it. And some of you've been holding on to the wrong habits for too long. You're wondering why you feel stuck. You're wondering why nothing is changing. It's because you're carrying things that were never meant to go with you into your future. Today, I'm going to challenge you to let go, to quit the habits that are keeping you small, the ones that are draining your energy, your confidence, your potential. Because if you don't, listen to me, if you don't quit these habits, they will quit you. They will rob you of the life you were meant to live. So let's get serious today. Let's get real, because when you quit these 6 habits, your whole life is going to change. Are you ready? Let's go. This sets the tone with urgency, passion, and everybody has a reason, an explanation, a justification for why they're not where they want to be. I don't have enough time. I don't have the right connections. I wasn't given the same opportunities. But here's the truth. Excuses don't change reality. They don't move you forward. They don't build the life you dream of. They only keep you stuck exactly where you are. Every time you make an excuse, you hand over control. You place the power outside of yourself, blaming circumstances, people, or luck for your situation. And as long as you do that, nothing changes. Because you're waiting for something external to shift before you take responsibility for your own life. That's a losing game. The people who succeed in life, in business, in relationships, these are not the people who had everything handed to them. These are the people who took what they had and made something out of it. They didn't complain about what they lacked. They didn't sit around waiting for permission. They acted, they adapted, they found a way. Because when you truly want something, you don't find excuses, you find solutions. The moment you stop making excuses, you take back your power. You stop waiting and start doing. You stop blaming and start creating. It's uncomfortable at first because it forces you to confront the truth. You are responsible for your own life. But that truth is also the most liberating thing in the world. Because if your choices got you here, then your choices can take you somewhere better. And if you are the problem, then you are also the solution. That shift in mindset changes everything. No more waiting, no more blaming, no more excuses. Too many people live their lives chasing approval, constantly looking over their shoulder, wondering what others think. They hesitate to take action, not because they don't know what to do, but because they're afraid of judgment. They post something and check back 100 times to see how many likes they got. They hold back their dreams because someone might not understand them. They silence their voice, their ideas, their true selves just to fit in. And in doing so, they lose who they really are. Seeking validation is a trap. It keeps you small. It keeps you from taking risks, from growing, from stepping into your full potential. The reality is, no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. You could be the kindest, hardest working, most dedicated person, and still there will be critics. And if you spend your life trying to make everyone happy, you'll end up making yourself miserable. True confidence doesn't come from people clapping for you. It comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and refusing to let external approval define your worth. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who stop caring about fitting into the mold. They don't ask for permission to go after their dreams. They don't need a round of applause to believe in themselves. They move forward, even when no one is watching, even when no one understands. And eventually, the same people who once doubted them start asking how they did it. The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you set yourself free. Free to take risks, to fail, to succeed, to live life on your terms. Because real success isn't about being liked. It's about being true to yourself. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Every second you waste is a second you will never see again. Yet so many people act like they have unlimited time. They scroll mindlessly, binge watch shows for hours, procrastinate on their goals, and then wonder why they feel stuck. They say they don't have enough time, but the truth is they're not using the time they have wisely. The difference between people who succeed and people who stay in the same place isn't luck, talent, or resources. It's how they manage their time. Successful people treat time like currency. They invest it into things that bring results, learning, growing, building, taking action. They don't waste hours complaining, arguing, or doing things that don't align with their goals. They understand that every day is either a step forward or a step backward. If you don't control your time, someone else will. Distractions will steal it. Other people's priorities will consume it. And before you know it, years will pass, and you'll wonder where the time went. The key is to be intentional. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. Stop saying, I'll do it tomorrow, because tomorrow turns into next week, then next year, then never. If something matters to you, make time for it. Cut out the distractions. Stop giving hours to things that don't serve you. Stop saying yes to everything and start saying yes to what truly matters. Time is passing whether you use it or not. The question is, are you using it to build the life you want or wasting it on things that don't matter? The choice is yours, but remember, wasted time is wasted potential, and wasted potential leads to wasted life. The way you talk to yourself determines the way you live your life. Too many people are their own worst enemy, constantly feeding themselves negativity, doubt, and fear. I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. I'll never succeed. They repeat these thoughts so often that they start to believe them. And once you believe something, you act according to it. If you tell yourself you're not capable, you won't even try. If you tell yourself you're not worthy, you'll settle for less. Your mind becomes a prison, and you are the one locking the door. Negative self-talk isn't harmless. It shapes your confidence, your decisions, your energy, and the way you show up in the world. It doesn't just stay in your head, it spills into your actions. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're doing it. They speak to themselves in ways they would never speak to someone they love. They are harsh, critical, and unforgiving, when what they really need is encouragement. Your mind listens to everything you say. If you keep telling yourself you're a failure, your mind will find ways to confirm it. But the good news is, if you change the way you speak to yourself, you can change the way you live. Start replacing negativity with strength. Instead of, I can't do this, say, I'll figure it out. Instead of, I always fail, say, every failure is a lesson. Train your mind to work for you, not against you. The words you speak become the reality you experience. If you want a different life, start by changing the way you talk to yourself. Because the most important conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. The people you surround yourself with shape your mindset, your habits, and your future. Yet too many people hold on to toxic relationships out of fear, guilt, or comfort. They stay connected to people who drain their energy, belittle their dreams, and keep them stuck in old patterns. They tolerate disrespect, manipulation, and negativity because they're afraid of being alone. But here's the truth. Being alone is better than being surrounded by the wrong people. Toxic relationships come in many forms. Some people constantly criticize you, making you feel like you're never enough. Some only show up when they need something, but disappear when you need support. Others are full of jealousy and doubt, secretly hoping you fail so they don't have to feel bad about their own lives. And then there are those who keep you trapped in destructive habits, encouraging you to stay the same instead of growing into the person you're meant to be. The longer you allow these people in your life, the more they will hold you back. You cannot reach your full potential in an environment that poisons your growth. If you want to level up, you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you, uplift you, and push you to be better. Letting go of toxic relationships isn't easy. It requires strength, boundaries, and the willingness to walk away from what no longer serves you. But once you do, you'll notice a shift. Your energy will change. Your confidence will grow. Your vision will become clearer. You are not obligated to keep people in your life just because of history. Protect your peace. Protect your growth, because the wrong relationships will cost you more than you realize, and the right ones will help you become unstoppable. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people never reach their full potential. They have dreams, ideas, and goals, but instead of taking action, they hesitate, they overthink. They talk themselves out of it before they even start. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every person who has achieved greatness has failed. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. The only difference is they didn't let failure stop them. Failure is a teacher. It shows you what works and what doesn't. It forces you to grow, to adjust, to become stronger. But most people don't see it that way. They see failure as a sign to quit. They take it personally as proof that they're not capable. And that mindset is what keeps them stuck, because the people who succeed in life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They learn, they adapt, and they keep moving forward. If you're afraid of failure, ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? You make a mistake? You have to try again? So what? The real failure is never trying in the first place. The biggest regret isn't falling, it's staying down when you could have gotten back up. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop playing it safe. Take the risk. Make the move. Chase the dream, because failure is temporary, but the regret of never trying lasts forever. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. It disguises itself as harmless delay, whispering, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start next week, or I'm just waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, procrastination is stealing your future, one excuse at a time. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before you know it, years have passed and you're still in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. The problem isn't that you don't have enough time, it's that you're not prioritizing what truly matters. You tell yourself you need to be in the perfect mood, have the perfect plan, or wait for motivation to strike. But motivation is unreliable, it comes and goes. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who feel motivated all the time. They are the ones who take action even when they don't feel like it. They understand that progress is built on consistency, not on waiting for the right moment. Every time you procrastinate, you're choosing comfort over growth. You're letting fear, doubt, and laziness win. But here's the reality. There will never be a perfect time to start. There will never be a moment when everything aligns perfectly. You just have to start. Take the first step, even if it's small. Do the work, even if it's uncomfortable. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. So stop delaying your success. Stop postponing your potential. If you want to change your life, stop saying tomorrow and start saying right now. Comparing yourself to others is one of the quickest ways to kill your confidence and stifle your growth. We live in a world that constantly showcases other people's success on social media, in the workplace, in friendships, and it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you're not doing enough, not achieving enough, not being enough. But the truth is, your journey is your journey. Your path is unique, and it doesn't look like anyone else's for a reason. When you compare yourself to others, you're ignoring the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've built. You're measuring your success against someone else's chapter, and that's unfair to yourself. What they have, what they've achieved, doesn't diminish your value or your potential. Everyone is at a different point in their journey, and just because someone else is ahead of you doesn't mean you're falling behind. The key is to focus on your own growth. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and learn from your setbacks. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you improving? Are you moving closer to your goals? That's what matters. It doesn't matter if someone else has a bigger house, a better job, or more followers. What matters is whether you're becoming the person you're meant to be. Comparing yourself to others only distracts you from your own purpose. It takes your energy, your focus, and your drive away from what's important. Stop measuring your success by someone else's standards. Your success is yours to define, and the only race you're in is the one against your past self. Overthinking is a trap that keeps you stuck in a cycle of doubt and indecision. You get trapped in your own mind, replaying scenarios over and over, analyzing every possible outcome, and ultimately doing nothing. The more you think about a problem, the bigger it seems. You make it more complicated than it really is. And by the time you've exhausted yourself with all the what-ifs, you've missed the opportunity to take action. The truth is, overthinking is a form of procrastination. It tricks you into believing you're being productive because you're thinking about the problem, but you're not actually solving it. You're just spinning in circles. The more you think, the more you create fear and doubt. You convince yourself that you need more information, more time, or more certainty before you can act. But the reality is, you'll never have all the answers, and the perfect moment will never come. Action is the antidote to overthinking. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. Make a decision, take a step, and course correct as you go. The more you act, the clearer things will become. You'll learn, adapt, and grow along the way. Overthinking only keeps you stuck in the past or the future, but action pulls you into the present. Stop letting your mind paralyze you. The only way to overcome fear, doubt, and indecision is to move forward even when you're not sure of the outcome. Because action beats anxiety every single time. Settling for less is one of the most damaging habits you can develop. It's easy to fall into the trap of accepting what's available or what's comfortable, convincing yourself that this is the best you can do. You might tell yourself this job is good enough, or this relationship is fine, or this lifestyle is okay. But here's the harsh truth. When you settle, you give up on your potential. You stop pushing for greatness. You stop striving for the life you deserve. Settling isn't about being grateful for what you have. It's about accepting mediocrity. It's about convincing yourself that what you have is all you're worth, that you can't ask for more, or that it's too late to pursue your true desires. But you were never meant to settle. You were meant to thrive. You were meant to aim higher, to do more, to be more. And when you settle, you allow fear, self-doubt, and comfort to dictate your future instead of your dreams. Don't let fear of failure or rejection make you lower your standards. The greatest achievements in history came from people who refused to settle for less than their best. They pushed through adversity. They broke through barriers. They believed in their worth and went after what they truly wanted. When you settle, you waste time, energy, and potential. You become comfortable in your complacency, and that's where dreams go to die. You deserve more. Your potential is limitless. Don't let comfort hold you back from chasing the life you're truly capable of creating. Aim higher, demand more from yourself. Reach for the extraordinary, because that's where your greatness lies. Listen, the truth is simple. Your habits shape your life. The choices you make, the actions you take, the mindsets you adopt, they either propel you forward or hold you back. If you keep making excuses, seeking validation, wasting time, speaking negatively to yourself, staying in toxic relationships, fearing failure, procrastinating, comparing yourself to others, overthinking, or settling for less, you're not going to get to where you want to be. You're not going to become the person you were meant to be. But here's the good news. You have the power to change. You have the power to break free from these destructive habits and create new ones. The moment you decide to stop making excuses, to take responsibility for your actions, to stop seeking approval, to stop wasting time, to stop settling for less, you begin to unlock your true potential. It all starts with a choice to move forward, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you don't have all the answers. Every small change you make today will compound over time. And in the end, you will look back and see that the life you have now was built by the decisions you made. So don't wait, don't delay. Start today, quit the habits that are holding you back, and step into the life you were meant to live. It's time to be the person you've always known you could be. The best version of you is waiting on the other side of your decisions. Let's go and make it happen.